Today, let's check out this Harley Davidson Knucklehead Gnarly. Well, welcome to Bator International. Today we got a very special motorcycle here. And I'll tell you, the more I'm around this bike, the more I appreciate it. And the first thing I'd like to say is I wish I could take the credit on the build of this bike because it is so spectacular. And the reason they call this a Gnarly, or a Norley, depending on which side of the pond you're on, is it's because it has a Harley Davidson engine in a Norton style featherbed frame. So N Gnarly for Norton, and then you can figure out the rest. The amount of time, the effort, and the amount of money invested in this bike is just beyond words. Because everything about it just screams a deep financial investment. And I have absolutely no doubt that the amount of time that was put into this bike was way beyond what they anticipated. We just start at the front here. We've got a set of Olin upside down front forks, dual disc front brakes on a Barani wheel, stainless steel spokes, dual Brembo brakes with dual pucks. The triple trees are CNC racing alloy billet trees. I'm not sure who manufactured the headlight stays, but very nice, probably the same company. And look at all the steampunk work on the controls, on the grips, and so on. Has a real good look to it. And they stayed with the British style headlight, and they incorporated the speedometer into the shell itself, along with the oil and generator lights, nicely machined unit down here, the aluminum. It follows the contour of the headlight. Got little baby turn signals front and rear. Has alloy fenders and very nice fender stays. They look like they're hand built. Also has the tachometer up on the bars. And very nice nicely machined buttons and switches for the electric start, horn, and turn signals. And this button here gives you a variety of different colors when the gauges illuminate. This is a hand-built alloy gas tank, and when I got it in, it had a little bit of off-gassing, and it was starting to blister a little bit of the paint. So I pulled it off, cleaned her out, and I went ahead and resealed it with Por 15. That's a very good product. So we got that all dialed in. Went through the engine, didn't take much though. Serviced it, pulled the carburetor off, and whoever put this bike to bed pickled it properly. So it was no big deal to clean up the carb. And the engine, I don't know if you've noticed, is a Knucklehead engine. And this was manufactured by S&S, and I can't remember what size it is, but it's larger than a 74 cube. I'll have to look at the stats. And behind it is a Bator 6-speed gearbox with kick and electric start. So again, some real cool items there. And they also took and bent the kicker arm, and I'm going to have this plated and fixed. But obviously, I don't know if it was because of the room for the leg when you're sitting on the bike, or for what reason why they bent it, but I'm going to try to find that out. Side covers are also aluminum. And look at all the attention to detail that was put into the rear brake master cylinder. And the exhaust obviously is custom built. I think it has some type of a coating on it. It's a Vance & Hines muffler on the back. Also adjustable dual Olin shocks on the rear. Custom Corbin seat. Barani wheels on the rear, of course, Brembos. And there's a company out of Wales that actually builds the featherbed frames for a variety of different engine designs. So this frame was actually purpose-built for this Knucklehead engine. And coming around to the left side, you have a Bator primary cover, all made out of aluminum. Oil filter on the front. And I also like the cable controlled shifter. Again, a lot of time and effort went into this design. It's amazing. I'm actually going to contact the gentleman that did build it and pick his brain a little bit, tell him I have his bike, and again compliment him on how beautiful this bike is and how impressed I am. But the more, like I mentioned, the more I look at it, the more I spend time with it, the more I like it. Has a temperature gauge down here for your oil. Well, this bike is available for sale on our website, so check it out on batorinternational.com. Or you can call me direct and I'll be happy to go over it with you. Or you're also welcome to come by and check it out. I don't believe this bike is going to last long because I sincerely believe this is going to be sitting next to a Ferrari or some other type of car or a bunch of other motorcycles in a big collection. Or if some lucky guy just buys it and uses it for the most rare and unique cafe type of bike out on the road. It has a ton of cool factor, and again, the quality of the work is just second to none. So if you like our videos, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe buttons on YouTube. And also check it out on our website, or as well as the rest of the bikes we have available for sale at batorinternational.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the bike.